When I think of power over, I think of the traditional authoritarian approach of power where one leader has reign over others.
Select group of people using status, control, exclusivity to keep certain people out of the decision-making process.
Having the implicit or explicit authority to make decisions.
Authoritative, dividing groups, shaming, bullying, built upon sort of principles of a zero-sum game. Somebody wins, somebody loses.
It makes people feel smaller in order to make a leader feel bigger, as opposed to power with, which is understanding that power is expansive when shared with other people.
When you think of power with, I think of a group of people working together to get things accomplished.
Operating from this position of being very hopeful about how bringing together people, bringing together different voices, bringing together diversity in those different voices will ultimately create a better outcome than what you or your organization of its own can possibly do.
A system of equality, an approach to leadership that's rooted in abundance.
Partnership and mutual understanding.
Power with harnesses the power of co-creation and co-design, whereas power over looks more like a hero designer swooping in and deciding what change should look like.
Those two really mean the difference between controlling other people versus thriving with other people.
So Sylver really leads with a power with structure.
Definitely at Sylver Consulting, practice power with energy.
Definitely power with.
I also lead with power with because I think we also push people to have a voice within this company. Sylver tries to live the principles of power with in almost everything it does.
Power with relates to our three core values of shared appreciation, collaboration, and personal responsibility.
So from Sylver's perspective, how we practice this power with energy, or in a lot of ways enable it for our clients, in terms of our actual work. We really very much embrace philosophies of co-creation throughout our process.
We really want to co-create with them so they have a hand in the solution, the ultimate recommendation that they are going to be taking and matriculating through their organization.
We also practice power with when it comes to our clients. In order to make our research actually actionable, it's important for us to understand company culture and the internal structure.
We collectively work with our clients, understand their marketing management needs.
But it's really a collaborative process where we are building power together with them.
It's important to understand that everyone is equal in the workplace and understanding that everyone's opinions matter.
Everyone is invited to the table, everyone is asked to speak up at the table, and everyone is listened to while sitting at the table.
Oftentimes we have projects that are large in scale. It requires a village to run them, and so if you don't have that embedded as part of your processes, things will fall apart.
Bringing people together to really develop new solutions to kind of sticky and complex problems that in and of themselves they don't quite know how to solve it, but when you bring all those people into the room, you get to some pretty interesting solutions.
Power with that we really lead with really helps us succeed in our work as well as our time spent together.